Oh my god, the bat is still on my head. Oh, I've just been in really deep meditation for hours, literally. I put that last one up, I gave him Reiki and my hands like this. Yeah, for the heat. It is warm in here, I wear these things because I like them. I turn my heater up a bit more, but it is warm in here. So yeah, I gave him Reiki, and then he took loads, and then he gave me back as well. It's really telepathic. I think it's a she actually, but I keep saying he. I don't know. I don't know how to tell. They're so tiny. But yeah, I think it is a girl because I saw like little drips coming out of it behind, and I think it is a girl. Where it was weeing on me. I'm getting so many downloads, so I'm going to make this video so I can save it now. I've written them down. It may not make sense to everyone, but I'm just going to say it, so it will and it won't. It's showing me the Merkaba. So I gave it Reiki, then it started climbing up me, and then it just went and stayed there, and it hasn't moved since this morning. So I was talking in that to hands. They're really mucking around my channel at the moment. As well, like yesterday I put up the post about this bat, and it's now like frozen my subscribe button, and every time I upload it like deletes at least 2 or 3 of my subscribers, and then it took off the comments, and the last time it did that was when I was talking about binary code, and that linked to Canterbury about the monks again, yeah, and then this is heavily linked with monks, and it's showing me so much information right now, like it's so multi-layered I can't even like yeah, it's like become one energy with me, so it's like showing me a lot. I'm literally sitting here putting it into my crystal grid, and I'm using this. This is from the New Forest. My mum got me on my birthday. They went up there. Now there's a link with this because there's a link with white and UV, because UV holds, white holds all colour, so white would hold UV. So I've been calling down like purple, yeah, because white holds all colours of the rainbow. So I've been using it a lot to use the purple, and obviously our bones are white, the bone caverns, and then I live on the chalk here, which is, I've met this amazing lady, she's on YouTube, she's called Authentic Wildness. She's in her 60s, she's a Capricorn. I met her on Instagram and she calls herself Bone Woman. She's amazing, but she only works with like the frequency of different bone animals, and her name's Lucinda, which means light. She's amazing, really beautiful soul. I've been really chatting to her quite a lot the last few days, and she's actually writing something on plant. Sorry, that's Bear outside. He's yeah, having a tantrum because he long story, but yeah, sorry. So yeah, she's actually doing something to do with the medicine at the moment to do with bats. She told me this morning. So yeah, basically I've been meditating here this morning, and Dizzy can hear my voice now, so I think they need to be let in the house. They will be in a minute. I think Gary's here. Wait, I'm going to let him in the house 1 sec. Sorry. So I can't think straight when he's crying. So basically, it's obviously enjoying stuff coming in and out my crown chakra. The bat, anyway, it's been here all day. It is alive, it's just gone to sleep. They don't really move much. It's had loads of water and food, so it's literally just resting. And I know it's fine because I'm communicating with it. So yeah, it was showing me the white, and the main thing it kept showing me was Merkaba. So I'm getting a vision of there to there to there. Yeah, and then I did I found this pyramid Troy Rosen video. I put loads of posts up about it on my Facebook and Instagram again, with like it's showing you a cube and then a pyramid and then an igloo and then a cone, and it's showing you like the tourist field, like within each structure, like the magnetic field, because this is what they function on. They function on the magnetic field, and I think that's why I'm so telepathic with it. So it's to do with the heart sonar. So it was showing me the animation that I found was showing me in a pyramid, when you have the tourist field, it holds 85% inside it, and then when you have a square, it just floats to the top, so it's only 15%. When you have a cone, it's 65% inside, and when you have an igloo, like a dome, it's like this, so it's 65 or something like that, so it's like half, just over half. So that's how it circulates energy. So you can see when you look around at all the ley lines and the cathedrals, and that how people are singing and how the tourist field is holding within these structures. And then you can see in the squares where we are sitting in our tech, eating all the crap food, you know, giving energy in the heat in the winter, because obviously temperature is really important with everything that's going on. And then it rises, and then the 15%, and then they're harvesting it through the top of our roofs. Yeah, because they understand where this all goes. So it's showing me the Merkaba, basically. And I've done like videos previously on my YouTube with the Merkaba in it, yeah. So if we picture the pyramid with the circulation of the tourist field in, so when you circulate sound and stuff, and most of the pyramids are made out of limestone, which is old chalk, which is plasma, which is white, which is all hue, but it's more petrified, and then they've built it in squares, the pyramid. And then each pyramid now at Giza's got a square on the top because the top's missing, and then a square on the bottom. So they're like, it's still holding energy within the bones, within that memory, because water is consciousness. So like, it has to form within the womb, the bones, out of the waters, the crystalline waters, which would be memory through the blood, you know, the mum's blood that's from the bloodlines, yeah, and then that would form the bones. So like the bones are literally like a library of energy, and they're high plasma, they're high hue because they're white. Well, they're not as white now, but you see what I'm saying, they're holding a lot of memory. So the pyramids are holding a lot of like memory as well as energy that's vibrating, and it's like a whole amp within itself. So if we picture the Merkaba now, the Merkaba would be that, a pyramid and then another pyramid on the top. So that would be a huge vortex of that 85% energy within the Merkaba. So the bat, because I haven't looked at Merkaba for ages, I completely forgot about it, and then it was kept showing me the same image of its eyes, because they say blind as a bat, but it's got eyes, so it's not blind. It may be blind in this realm. And then hands, you said that they go on the red and the blue to attract them. Now the red, blue and green is what our eye see, the colours our eyes see. But we have the same eye cone. The eye cone has the same retinas as this eye, the pineal gland. And like all the satanic ritual abuse is mainly to affect the pineal gland. That's how they get the adrenochrome that all the Hollywood stars drink. The blood from the babies is linked to the pineal gland. So that's how they conjure the energy to get the highest drug out of the babies, basically, through adrenochrome, which is linked with this. And I think when they say blind as a bat, I think we're blind as a bat, but these are not blind, because I think they use the frequency resonance, which is the thing, yeah? So it was showing me the Merkaba. Now my last painting, if you look on here, I've got Merkaba, Merkaba, Merkaba. I did a painting with the human heart, with the Merkaba, and the tree roots and the tree, and I put crystal in the middle of it, clear crystal quartz with loads of hue in. It was from Turkey that Melissa gave me, inside the Merkaba. And then it obviously has a link with the Merkaba, the pineal, and then the human heart, and then the nervous system, and the Wood Wide Web, which is the brain we all survive off. And then when I've been talking to Lucinda recently, the lady, the bone lady from Authentic Wildness, yeah, she's been doing this for a very long time. Like what she does, she's amazing. And we were talking a lot because she didn't know chalk was bones. Yeah, so we've been talking a lot, sharing information, and I've been trying to find out information more about the bones in the chalk as well. So we both started looking at the sea, because she said she's like decomposed animals before, because she works with a lot of like roadkill and stuff. She studies how it breaks down, how Gaia like decomposes things, and she said she's tried things decomposing in water and that, and how it functions. And then we were both talking about salt water, because I've been trying to study salt water, of how it's separated, like, because see, this is the same as bones, the same energy. This is from Cambodia, and like all the little shells around here keep forming, and it's the same as the bones. So obviously it's conscious. So like, how are the shape of our bones being formed? Like when we started, you know, because this is the same as in the chalk as the bones. And like, yes, they say it's dead sea creatures. Yes, it is, but it is also other stuff, you know, that's sunk to the bottom of the sea. So there would have been dead bodies, or could have been civilizations of large amounts of people that have died, you know, and then it's still separated it in with all this as well. But it's all the same stuff. But the magnetic field separating it all and stuff like that. So we were studying salt. Now the bat, Pippi, has been showing me, taking me through the sea. It was taking me through the magnetic field of the sea and showing me white, like the salt. And then it was showing me something to do with the sky, and how the sky like reflects into the blue. Wait, let me think about this, because I've literally just come out of meditation. It was showing me salt, and how salt has UV in it, because it's reflective, because it's white, because salt is white when you extract it, so it must be a really fine, like, white, like plasma, like spread out throughout the sea. Yeah, and then it was showing me like how it's reflective, like with space, and then that would reflect out the sea, like, it's really hard to explain when I'm seeing it multi-layered. Maybe I'll try drawing it. I'll sit with it for a bit. I'm just doing this video now quickly to sum up what has been shown. So yeah, and then obviously I was seeing, he was showing me the monks, and how everything still has to be duality. So like, these people, like the monks, understand some of the things that I'm doing. Like, some of the things I'm doing is what the monks do. Like the way I'm spinning my body, and the way I communicate is how they communicate as well. And they use these as like a portal to the other side, because they don't see things in duality, so, but they're still connected to the heart, like the sonar. So they like defect all the tech and that in a way, yeah. Like, they're very sacred, because they eat up all energy. Like, any energy I'm showing the bat, it just eats it straight away into its sonar. So like, it's very amazing. Like, you know, when people look at like acid, for instance, like the psychedelic, people always say, oh, one drop of it could like change someone's life or ruin their brain. And it's like, yeah, power doesn't have to be in size, you know what I mean? Because this is probably one of the most powerful things I think I've come in contact with, yet it's one of the most smallest. So, you know what I mean? When I'm saying about the chapels and that as well, I was saying to Lucinda, like, the world's smallest chapel in Canterbury, where we did the ritual, and then the next day the Notre Dame burnt. That was on the same ley lines from Canterbury to Paris, and it had like animal bones around the chapel, in it, the spine. And when I spoke to Lucinda, she said she's like taken apart many animals, like the bones, and the main bone that she kept connecting with was the sacral, and she said it's a triangle. And she said every animal she's had come across, like she's had hawks and all sorts, like she's like not kept but come across. And she said that the sacral bone has so much energy in it, and it's really important. And then I had all the info on like the sacral chakra to do with the Hindu, and like I couldn't tell her all of it, because like, you guys have been watching what I've been doing, but you know, it's a bit too much to write to her. Like, I've only met her like a week ago or whatever. So yeah, I found that really interesting, what she was saying about that. So there's a few more links. And then yeah, I also painted the Merkaba white, and in one of my other videos I put follow the white, and he was showing me that, and then it was showing me, it's been showing me so many things that have like linked together throughout, like loads of little things that I've done without all my paintings. And yeah, the white rearing horse, isn't it, again linked to this place where I am now, because I live in Priestwood now. It's linked to the, since he's been on my head I keep getting lumps of phlegm coming up, like I need to spit, and I never get this. He's like obviously doing something right down to my coccyx, having him sit there, because I've been spinning stuff out my spine and like connecting, and he's like, yeah, I can feel it again now. I was going to talk about that again, but it's actually happening while I'm talking to you now. So he's also connected with this video web that we're doing now. Also, all my tech all morning, when I tried to upload the video earlier, was like invalid, not responding. Like YouTube was coming up, and every time I went to upload the video, that's why I only uploaded short one. I'll probably have to upload this later when I finish meditating. I'm getting it again. It's literally the weirdest stuff coming up my body. Oh. Yeah, my heart is like wide open right now. I feel like weird energies, weird. But yeah, this little guy is awesome. Little girl, guy. So yeah, and that's another thing I was being shown. So that's what linked to the purple, because it was the red. You said they're attracted by red and blue. I have this thing about the red and the blue because it makes purple again. So it's the higher wavelength, the purple, the UV. And this is what we need here. This is what I've been saying over and over and over again. So, and it is so stunning that I found this little guy, because I've been feeling a little bit broken since I'd like had that thing in Victoria, when I didn't feel great going through Victoria and that, and I was like not in a good way, you know. And then I feel like they're not surviving very well. I feel like they're struggling to survive. So I feel like they've come to me, and then I've come to them, and I feel like we're healing each other right now. Like just meditating today, I feel like they're broken, not surviving, and then we're in a similar situation where everything's so like all over the place here right now. That you know, we've had them 2 storms. We've got another one coming, that second storm. Then we've had like the coronavirus thing up there, and then yeah, the Brexit thing, and then obviously the stuff with the royal family and that those is going on right now. So I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place energetically, and then he is as well, she is as well. So I feel like we found each other, and like she needed some heat and some magnetic energy. I want to explain why I think I found her, but I can't because of where the place is. Can't talk about it because I've been told not to by people that live here, by someone. So I can't talk about it too much, just in case. And yeah, they are protected. There's like a solo bat line here as well in the UK, like just for bats. They come straight out and sort them out. So obviously, why would they do that? They don't have it for squirrels or things like that. Do you know what I mean? So, and we're not allowed to live in houses with them. And I think it's because of this communication that's happening right now. What I'm getting from it, because of how connected, obviously, the monks and that are to them. They're obviously holding sacred information, or there's something, a portal, or there's something going on with the way they communicate. Because I had the same communication with the turtles in Turkey. I spoke about that in my other videos, where I was communicating with the turtles in the sea through Sonar, through the same, and then a flock of turtles came, and they were responding with me, and I thought a dolphin was going to come, and then turtles came, so they had the same way of communicating as the bat. So I think everything communicates like this. That's why I started using it after the turtles. So this is how I'm able to communicate, and it's just through here and the heart. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. The white. I was saying something about white. I can't remember now. But yeah, there's white squirrels here too. And I saw there's a peacock up there as well. I want to go get him soon. I might go and ask him if they got any more feathers. Sometimes we find his feathers around it. But yeah. So I'm going to keep this guy for a little bit longer till he gets a bit better. But yeah, I just feel like we've both mending on the same wavelength, which is really stunning. Like we're both here now, and it's like, both just needed it to like heal, and I think to help heal the earth as well, because maybe these are at such a high frequency. I know most people can't hear them anymore because of their ears, because they're such a high frequency, which would be higher wavelength, should be higher here, because things aren't really hot and they're not really cold, it's just wavelength, and it's just different light forms that we can see and can't see, so different dimensions basically. And yeah, obviously this little guy is from quite high dimension, like high frequency, so you know, even sitting here today, like, because loads of trees are falling down from the storm, like over there they were like chopping down trees, and it, like the sound of like the chainsaw and that's making me shake. He doesn't like it either, the sound of the chainsaws and stuff. It doesn't sound good up here. So I'm wondering if he's actually hurt by the frequency, you know, obviously the magnetic storm. But we know storms with names are man-made anyway. So what's going on with the magnetic field? Because it's obviously confused. And we're all a bit confused as well. So actually me working with the bat right now is Gaia trying to help heal itself. He's put me with this bat to help heal Gaia. You know, because I communicate with her shape and form, I understand her language. So I understand the language, and the bat has come to me to help me heal with Gaia. We're Gaia, we're trying to help heal the wavelength, what's going on with the magnetic field. You understand? So these are very sacred, and why shouldn't they be allowed to live in our houses when we have bonds like this, you know what I mean? Because he's got one of the biggest hearts I've ever felt, even though it's tiny. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm on 22. But yeah, a lot of love from me and Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee. Little Pee-Pee. But yeah, right, I don't want to wake him. But yeah, I'm going to keep meditating. So I'll put all your energies in through, going through and through and through, all connected. I love you. No love, guys. Moi, 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 moi.